Prior to the Golden Gate Bridge opening in 1937, access to the North Bay was a long ride around the bay or taking a ferry across. More than 100,000 vehicles cross this bridge daily now.
Have you been to California, seen the sights and people there, walked the streets of sleepy sea towns, tasted salty ocean air?
Hi, I'm Michael.
And I'm Grace.
And together we are
California Travel Videos. And today we are here in historical Mill Valley. Come with us while we take you and show you why this town continues to be found on America's Best Small Towns.
And if you want to know why, the big why of how Mill Valley got here, we're going to get way back, way back into the history. And I guarantee you're going to learn some things about Mill Valley that you'll kind of say, aha, so stay tuned.
Today, as you make your way through the beautiful redwoods, what you are seeing is mostly second and third generation growth. We'll tell you more about that in a little while. Mill Valley is in Marin County. The name Marin comes from Chief Marin of the coastal Miwoks, who achieved notoriety for defying Spanish authority over his people. His original name was Hiwik Mus. His association began with the California missions when he was baptized at age 20, taking the name Marino. General Mariano Vallejo named Marin County after the legendary Miwok chief, shortening the spelling. Marino worked at the mission for nearly 15 years, using his skills as a boatman and reader of tides to guide missionaries on various outings on the bay. It is believed Chief Marin was born here, and at one time there was even a plaque that was dedicated at what was believed to be his birth site. We were unable to find out exactly what had happened to the plaque, but we are hopeful someday it will be replaced. If you'd like to learn more about the life of Hiwik Mus, we encourage you to check out Betty Goerk's book, Chief Marin. As you might have suspected, Mill Valley got its name from the mill workers who once called it home. A man by the name of John Reed left Ireland by way of ship as just a mere wee lad of 15. He would spend the next 6 years in Acapulco learning to fluently speak in Spanish. In 1826, he was now 21 years of age, and he found his way back on ship, sailing up the coast to Yerba Buena. Today we know that as San Francisco. In 1832, Reed became a citizen of Mexico and was able to obtain a land grant where he would build Rancho Corta Madera del Presidio, literally where wood is cut for the Presidio. At this time in California's history, it's of interest to note that both elk and bear were still around in the area, and to equip his mill, he traded the resources from his land of 300 elk skin, 20 bear skin, and 200 cattle with the Russians at Fort Ross for a circular saw and a grist mill. Over the next several years, the mill flourished, as did John and his wife, Hilaria, with 4 beautiful children. While building a large home for his growing family, John contracted pneumonia. In an attempt to cure him by phlebotomy, his well-intended friends severed an artery and he bled to death at the age of 38. Today you can find a replica of the old sawmill along with the plaque, State Register Landmark 207.
You know the places that I've been, the faces mine offense, fondly.
By the 1880s, Mill Valley was becoming increasingly popular as people came to the area as vacationers or moved in and commuted to San Francisco for work. Horse-drawn carriages were purchased to pick up guests at the Alto Ferry Station, and it wouldn't be long before summer resorts such as the Abbey, the Eastland, and the Redwood Lodge would soon start to fill the canyon. The guests would enjoy fishing, hunting, hiking, and horseback riding to fill their days. In January of 1896, the Mount Tamalpais and Muir Railway began taking passengers up the scenic mountainside. It was billed as the Crookedest Railroad in the world, winding through picturesque terrain and the mountaintop tavern, providing first-class hospitality and panoramic views of the San Francisco Bay Area. Sadly, the railroad met its demise in 1929 once automobiles could finally drive to the summit. Moreover, the Great Fire of 1929 nearly destroyed Mill Valley. Over 3 days, the dreaded easterly windward fire burned with a ferocious 35-mile-per-hour wind, making it the worst fire to strike Marin County from an economic perspective. Luckily, most of the city itself was spared, thanks to the change in the wind direction. But then came the Great Depression, crippling what little was left of the railroad tourism, and the tracks were taken out altogether a couple of years later. Fortunately, after the Golden Gate Bridge was opened up in 1937, tourism began to pick up, and by 1950, after World War II, tourism and real estate opportunities surged for those able to catch the wave, and today, the Mill Valley median household income is over $180,000. On a happier note, the Dipsea race that began in 1905 is still going strong today, with 3 annual races a year. The oldest is a cross-country trail running event and one of the oldest foot races of its kind anywhere. The course stretches 7.5 miles, starting at Mill Valley and finishes at Stinson Beach. It is well known for its scenic course and challenging trails that include 700 stairs leading up the side of Mount Tamalpais that also pass through Muir Woods. And if that isn't challenging enough, 2 additional races have been added over the years, appropriately named the Double Dipsea for 13.7 miles and the Quad Dipsea. Yes, as you might have guessed it, it's a whopper at 28.6 miles, i.e. a marathon race. Of course, if you're more casual like us and are into the strolling type, Mill Valley is loaded with nature trails for whatever pace suits you, along with the charm of quaint, charming shops with something for everyone.
Shops? Did someone say shops? Mill Valley is loaded with plenty of great shops.
I feel it getting close, I feel the joy in the air. Everybody's going home to the people they care for the most. And I'm on my way, 'cause you're my happy holiday.
We would highly recommend that a great place to begin your shop and stroll journey is at the Mill Valley Lumberyard. While many of the original buildings from the 1892 era have been renovated and updated, there is still that feeling of community with historical points of interest located throughout the property. The shops sit at the bottom of Mount Tamalpais, and the sound of a creek running through sets the stage for a relaxing getaway. Be sure to stop by the Flowercraft Bakery to pick up a delicious treat, or even better, also enjoy a nice lunch and a glass of wine at the Watershed Restaurant.
On my way, 'cause you're my happy holiday. Na, 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 na. You're my happy holiday. Na, 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 na. You're my happy holiday.
Still looking for that perfect something for someone? head to the beautiful downtown area where you'll find everything from antiques to Zillow-approved real estate, in case you're considering a longer stay. Mill Valley has been an inspiration and home to many A-listers. To name just a few, Janis Joplin, Julia Childs, Bill Graham, Huey Lewis, George Lucas, Sean Penn, Grace Slick, and even Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise for a while. I could go on, but I'm sure you get my drift. And whether you come for relaxation or exercise, history or current events, breathtaking views or vigorous sports, Mill Valley has something for everyone. We hope that you have enjoyed this video, and please share with our viewers some of the things that you yourself have enjoyed about Mill Valley in the comments below. Until next time, happy trails.